In this video, I'm showing you a proven 5-step approach to fully and completely recover from cancer. It's finally time to feel like yourself again. Whether you just finished chemo or you're even years out from treatment, you might still be having some nasty cancer side effects. Weight gain, joint pain, exhaustion, hot flashes, or fear of your cancer coming back. If this sounds like you, then I have both good news and bad news. First, the good. You are so not alone. Most cancer survivors struggle to recover from cancer treatment. It's because, well, that leads me to the bad news. The bad news is that you were never given a cancer recovery plan. So it's been weeks, months, or even years since you actually felt like yourself, comfortable and confident in your body. But instead, when you look in the mirror, you don't recognize yourself. When you wake up in the morning, you drag yourself out of bed and struggle to take those first few steps because of the joint pain. When you get dressed, you squeeze into your clothes. As a cancer survivor myself, when I finished treatment, I felt, well, to put it bluntly, bald, fat, and ugly. It's a horrible place to be in. You were diagnosed with cancer. You deserve to feel amazing. You deserve to truly be able to live your life. Well, I'm showing you exactly what you need to do to reclaim your body and life after cancer. The unfortunate truth is that hardly anyone is going to help you with your cancer recovery. You need to take action yourself. Cancer recovery is actually the exact opposite of going through cancer treatment. During cancer treatment, you get tons of support in terms of what type of treatment or surgery options you need. You get meticulously planned blood draws and scans. But during cancer recovery, it's the exact opposite. You get really vague information like just eat healthy and exercise, or just let your body rest and you'll recover. These strategies, well, they don't work. You need a plan, a step-by-step recovery plan that's personalized to you and your body. Because to fully and completely recover from cancer, you need to put just as much effort into cancer recovery as you did into your cancer treatment. You've come through treatment, you've come through the hard part, but now you get to choose to live again. That's exactly what focusing on your cancer recovery does. But you gotta put the work in to get there. Here's exactly where I want you to get started. I'm sharing with you 5 key aspects of cancer recovery. No one will give you a cancer recovery plan, but that all changes right now. I want you to get back to being yourself. I want to make sure you get back to being highly motivated, the overachieving woman that you once were. Starting with step number 1. Nutrition. Without a doubt, how you fuel your body dictates how quickly and fully you'll recover from cancer. From weight gain to joint pain to hot flashes, what you eat makes a difference. Unfortunately, there's a lot of misinformation about what to eat after cancer. Some people will say eat keto, some people say become a vegetarian, some people say to avoid sugar or soy, but what's the actual truth? And more importantly, what's right for you? Well, there's a few key aspects that are critical to get right when recovering from cancer. Now, of course, this needs to be individualized to you, but start with these key strategies. You first need to know how to build your plate as a cancer survivor. Half your plate should be vegetables. Yes, half. I know that's a lot, but there's a reason for this. Veggies are packed with antioxidants and fiber. Both of these things are exactly what cancer survivors need to support their recovery and stay in remission. Fiber has been shown to reduce your risk of a cancer recurrence, and antioxidants will help restore your immune system after cancer treatment and help prevent a cancer recurrence. And fiber and antioxidants are mostly found in fruits and vegetables. So start by building half of your plate with vegetables at each meal. Breakfast, lunch, and supper. The second part is to make a quarter of your plate lean protein. As a cancer survivor, you can still eat meat. You don't need to become a vegetarian or vegan. You can still include lean protein like chicken or turkey, or occasionally red meat. You don't have to give up animal protein as a cancer survivor. White meat like chicken, turkey, or fish has never been linked to increasing your risk of a cancer recurrence. As humans, we're also much better at absorbing animal protein versus plant protein. It's true because of the evolution of our genetics. That's just how our bodies work. Not to say that you can't get all the adequate vitamins or nutrients from a vegetarian or vegan diet, but it does require more work. Eating vegetarian might be the right strategy for you personally, but it's not required to reduce your risk of a cancer recurrence. So include white meat or plant-based proteins, and occasionally include red meat on a quarter of your plate. Now, the last quarter of your plate, I want you to build out as carbohydrates. And don't we all love carbohydrates, right? bread, pasta, but I want you to pick whole wheat options as much as possible. The unfortunate truth that in North America, our diets are mostly carbohydrates. There's nothing wrong with carbohydrates, but it's not a high carb diet that's actually going to help you recover from cancer or reduce your risk of recurrence. Okay, so now that you know how to build your plate as a cancer survivor, the next step is to get specific, personalized nutrition targets that are meant for you, your body, and your diagnosis. This is the fastest way to recover from cancer. It's absolutely free. Just click the link below, go to the website and click the apply button, and this will take you to an application to apply for a one-on-one consult directly with me. On to step number 2. Targeted movement or exercise. The second thing that you need to remember about your cancer recovery is that you need to be strategic about the type of exercise or movement that you're doing. A lot of cancer survivors mistakenly think that they just need to rest, and that's how they'll reclaim their energy and their bodies after cancer. This is 100% inaccurate. You need to be strategic about using your exercise, and here is exactly how you're going to do that. I want you to start with gentle exercise. Walking. Now, if you're thinking, I'm exhausted, my joints ache, there's no possible way that I can do this. Hear me out. I want you to start very small. Start with a 1-minute walk around your house. That's it. The next day, do 2 minutes. I want you to start so small that you barely even notice, and then gradually work your way up. If you have joint pain after cancer, then being sedentary or not moving your body is only going to make this joint pain worse. But I also do not want you to dive into high intensity exercise. This can also make your joint pain or hot flashes so much worse. It's also not the best approach to dropping weight after cancer. I want you to start slow and steady, but start with walking. This gentle approach will help you reclaim your body as fast as possible. On to step number 3, cancer recovery supplements. Now, supplements should only be used once you have your nutrition and movement aligned. Many cancer survivors mistakenly search out supplements as their first approach to cancer recovery, but this is not right. Supplements are called supplements for a reason. They're designed to supplement your nutrition, not replace it. So we need to make sure you're actually fueling your body correctly before we dive into supplements. The 4th step that we need to dive into, and probably the most important aspect of cancer recovery, is lowering your risk of a cancer recurrence. There are a lot of things to consider. To really lower your risk of cancer, there are things you need to include and things you need to avoid. The first thing that I want you to include more of in your nutrition is beans and legumes. Beans and legumes have consistently been shown to lower your risk of a cancer recurrence, but hardly anyone is eating them. They're inexpensive, they're easy to make. This is your first step in lowering your risk of recurrence. Now, if you want to avoid certain things to lower your risk of a cancer recurrence, it's pretty obvious what you need to do. Smoking is a clear way to increase your risk of cancer. So, obviously, don't smoke. Then you want to lower processed meats and alcohol. These things have been linked to increasing your risk of cancer. Now, I understand it can be difficult to completely give these things up, and you certainly don't have to. If you find that you're still enjoying a glass of wine or a beer, that's okay. Giving up alcohol completely and totally might not be possible for all cancer survivors. But I want you to keep in mind that ideally, you'd be minimizing the amount of alcohol you drink. Either have drinks only on the weekends or in social settings, or switch to non-alcoholic alternatives. Now, a lot of women will also talk about certain things in your house that can increase your risk of cancer. There's a lot of conversation around deodorant, underwire bras, or even dryer sheets. So what is actually safe and what is not safe? Generally speaking, most things in your home are going to be safe, but there are a few strategic things that you're going to want to avoid or swap out to lower your risk of a cancer recurrence. That's exactly what we dive into in the Cancer Freedom Program, so click the link below to find out more. Now, the 5th step to dive into in your cancer recovery is to get rid of your side effects. This is repair and restore. Many women struggle with hot flashes, joint pain, sex dysfunction, hair regrowth, weight gain, and of course, your side effects are individualized to you and your body. The good news is that side effects can be primarily controlled through your nutrition and movement. But here is where a personalized plan really comes into play, because side effects vary among all women What causes these side effects varies as well. To really be joint pain-free, hot flash-free, or get back to a healthy weight after cancer, you need a plan that's individualized to you. Just like your cancer treatment, your cancer recovery plan needs to be specific to you and your body. The best way to do that is with a mentor or coach, someone that can customize it to you. Okay, so that's how you start your cancer recovery. That's Cancer Recovery 101. But if you're really ready to dive in and get started, here's what you need to do next. Focus in on step 1, your nutrition. That's exactly why I've linked up this next video here on what foods to eat after cancer. Click the link below. I'll see you in the next video.